Coming up here. It's up and good. And the Steelers will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now, here comes a return from the 9. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. He is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And the Chiefs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Got a man left side. It's caught. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go. And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Second and 7. He'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
He'll get this out wide, and he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. Here comes the screen to Brooks. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Now the try for an extra point. He knocks it through, and the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. Back to throw. He'll look deep, left sideline.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Third down, 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught, left side, it's complete. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now this looks like a design run. He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Open man, left side, he's got it. A gain of 15. Well done. Facing 3rd and 14, they pick it up. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Steelers with the early lead. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Chiefs. The kicking team on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll begin here on the ground. He's inside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 47 yards. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
That's almost unfair. I mean, 4th and a mile. You got nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's able to just tuck it down and pick it up with his legs. There's just not a lot of guys in the league that can make that play, and you can see a lot of those defenders hanging their heads saying, we know we just gave him one.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. This pressure is relentless. They get him again.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
They'll throw now 3rd and forever. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. They can still pick up a first down here. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have...
He works free, right side. Down the sideline, past the 45. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 93 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. The extra point is good. And the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. First and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
That is brought in. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield. Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll go right and find his running back. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Steelers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completing that one to Carter. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch. I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll air it out down the middle. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, KC. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his 2nd miss of the year. And the score stays right where it is. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Going for it all. He's got it! What a connection! Inside the 5-yard line.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the 2nd time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
I I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points...
nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now a signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point, up and good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. They'll return this from the 11. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Slot man in motion right. Throwing now from the gun. Down the field. It's caught on that left sideline. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. They bring the tight end in motion. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll look to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They send him right out of the slot. Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read 1, read 2, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
Now they'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. A run on 1st and goal. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one done.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. The extra point is good. And the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Quick throw here is complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem. And plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and through. And the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Steelers 35.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot. Tight end going in motion here. And he's going to give himself up behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe smarter than taking a big shot on that play. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, KC. Point after try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Oh, big hole left side. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Steelers. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The PAT, up and good. And the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. Yeah. Good coverage by the kicking team. It's out of bounds, shy of the 20. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Back to the air once more on second down. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Oh, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They motion the slot man left. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey.
Into space. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now, for the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Slot man in motion left. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is hard. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point is up and through. And the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Slot receiver headed right. To the air now on 1st and 10. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Throwing now from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And Now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. They'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down. They'll send their tight end left. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's third down. To the right side here, pass is caught. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.